They go for the Luna, which is a hero I very rarely see.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Yeah. The one interaction between the Luna and the Visage is your Lunar Blessing actually affects the Visage birds.
And it's global at night, so that's always something that's kind of nice.
Grab the Tusk next. So there's a lot. Okay, these Visage birds are going to do a lot of damage, man.
I like it. I like the
I
combo.
feel
I
like
mean,
you're going
we saw the last
pretty
game
all in
how
on this.
solid the Visage Tusk, like how good they are. I
Mhm.
think Tusk in general might just be broken. We've been seeing this hero like in almost every game.
I don't think any of these heroes are good against the Dawnbreaker though. Like Luna might be like kind of okay if you hold your Q for when Dawnbreaker
Correct.
tries to use Starbreaker on you. But other than that, like it's very easy for her to close the gap and trade with you. On the Tusk, the Luna, and the Visage. Like Marcia can kind of trade okay, but even that's not amazing. Dawnbreaker is going to be a serious issue, at least during the laning phase.
It is, yeah. I would say Luna's definitely better in the laning stage. If you're into like if you're playing Luna into the Dawnbreaker, it's pretty good for the Luna because you just get a casual point in Q, and she can never really hit the Celestial Hammer combo. But you're
Mm.
right. If this ends up being like a safe lane Dawnbreaker and she gets just farm priority, gets like Desolator and like Blink Dagger Basher, like this hero's super scary. Oh boy. We
Ooh.
forgot about
We
this.
forgot about that. How? I mean, 5RATFORCESTAFF obviously forgot as well. This is going to be a problem. This is going to be a large problem.
We talked to Sammy about this as well. He's like, RCY is the future of NA Dota mid laners. He's like, his Tinker is an absolute machine. And it should be feared.
Yeah,
This
he's a
is,
large part of DogChamp's recent success.
yeah.
This Tinker, I feel like is definitely his best hero. The last time we saw it, it was absolutely insane. The reaction speed on this man, the amount of damage he puts out in team fights, it is super sick. And honestly, I don't feel like they have enough lockdown for it. They need a hero that can get on top of him, and now they have the opportunity to protect this with two bans.
Yeah, we'll see
I
the
think you
Storm
probably just
Spirit
get
and the
rid of
Zeus
like
probably. Oh, wait, no, they have the Zeus. I'm stupid. So
yeah, Puck and Storm Spirit.
probably
You want to
Puck
get rid of.
Storm. Yeah,
Mhm.
I like this Zeus pick actually is pretty sick because this takes me back a little bit. It's gonna be Yaren playing it. There was a period of time where like every NA4 position player was picking Zeus, and it was super annoying if you existed during it. But yeah, it's probably gonna be the 4 position Zeus, the 5 position Clockwork, or the 5 Zeus 4 position Clockwork. These are gonna be your 2 supports for sure.
Mhm. It's the time for them to figure out their last ban here on 5RAT. They got rid of the Dark Sierra, basically just protect the Luna, right?
Yeah, you don't want to have a more scary Luna on your team or on the enemy team.
Yeah. Luna, but better after the back wall. Yeah. So glad they get rid of that one. They get rid of the Beastmaster as well. I guess they don't really have any amazing counters to it. I wouldn't be that concerned about a Beastmaster. It would allow Tinker to just like fly in on the Hawk, Boots of Travel and stuff.
Batrider
Or
is a good
sorry,
ban there.
level 2 Keen Conveyance or whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah, where you get the boots travel. Yeah,
Yeah.
we've seen
You'll actually
Tinker
buy
like
the boots.
paired with Beastmaster before on DogChamp. They do like to run that, so it makes sense to me. But
Mhm.
they have last pick, so they get to pretty much guarantee their matchups here. It is probably the safe lane Luna. Right now, what they're looking for is definitely going to be that mid laner to try and fight up into the Tinker. There's not a lot of options, man. Like maybe it's the Puck, but you've already banned out the Void Spirit, the Storm Spirit, the Batrider. You have the Zeus, no Invoker. This is rough, dude.
Mhm. So you think you just go for the Puck here?
I mean, I don't know what else you can do, but like the thing is, he always builds BKB on this hero, and he
Yeah, and then
also
you're not
builds
gonna do
Sheep,
anything
and
during the
it's like
BKB
these are 2
duration.
items that you can never really play around as the Puck. But
Yeah.
Radiant knows just who to pick here.
Like go for
mid
the Nyx
Tusk.
Assassin instead. Yeah, probably mid Tusk. If not, they plan on running some weird shit. But the Nyx Assassin is a reasonable counter to the Tinker as well. March of the Machines doesn't exist anymore, and you can't just walk into that to stun him and then follow up with the.
The good old
God, I
Impale
feel like
mana
you're
burn.
even better for that. Like, you used to be able to just like activate Blade Mail inside March of the Machines, and it would disable his Blink Dagger. But he doesn't have March of the Machines
I
anymore.
envy you, hero chooser.
You can break, you can cause it, you can catch the Tinker pretty easily because he goes Shivas a lot, like his second farming
Yeah,
item.
yeah,
So
yeah,
like
yeah.
you can definitely like trigger it on the Shivas, but this is gonna be a really, really difficult game for 5RAT now playing into this Tinker. And of course, last pick, they do get Double King's Bloodseeker.
Yep. So they're going to be playing this one very fast. Talino Gangster is going to be pause 1 Dawnbreaker, and they have Zeus and Clockwork on the positions 4 and 5.
No, it's position 1 Bloodseeker, offlane Dawnbreaker.
Wasn't Talino Gangster going position 1 recently?
He has been, but I think with Double King, he's going to go play 3 for them.
Back to 3?
Because I think Double King is probably more experienced as a carry player than he is a 3.
4,
Yep.
3, get it.
I don't know. I thought Talino Gangster might have been sticking on 1 because he was pretty good at it.
Yeah,
man.
I mean, he's also really good at Dawnbreaker. I've seen him. He has played a lot of Dawnbreaker in the last Pro Series. Like, he was pretty much picking this year almost every single game. I'm actually such a fan of the new this Dawnbreaker set. I was super upset about it initially because I thought this was the best set of all of them, but it had this weird like halo floating behind the hero's head, and it like ruined the set. And then they just removed it, and I'm like, oh, great, the hero looks great now.
So I got distracted by Flame coming out from Coach Panders.
Oh,
now
boy.
the draft is over. He's immediately typing furiously in Twitch chat. I've never typed anything in my life. Anyways, Panders, I hope this draft goes as well as you hope it does. This Nyx Assassin pick, is this the counter Tinker? I don't think so. I think you should have gone to Puck, but we'll just have to see. DogChamp have beaten you like 10 times in a row now. Is this the fix?
I mean, Nyx is really good.
Yep. I'm going to blame their coach. If this goes wrong, he was the one who let Tinker through. So we'll have to see. Let him have the Tinker. We can play around it. That's what he says.
That being said, we have seen other teams pick the Nyx Assassin into RCY's Tinker, or Destroyer's Tinker. For those of you who don't know, RCY is Destroyer. Same player, just new name. And they lost. Go figure. They couldn't stop his Tinker.
Oh, now he's messaging me about... Oh, my God.
All right, smoked up from 5RAT as they head to the bottom side of the map here. A lot of tipping going on. I mean, these guys all love each other, you know.
Unbelievable.
Oh, up onto the high ground. AB1 hits the impale, catches Yaren. Zeus might be forced to go the heavenly jump, and he does. To be honest, as a support, Zeus, heavenly jump actually isn't that bad of a first ability.
Yep, some people get it pretty often as a position 4. It just allows you to run people down and gives you the long slow and the gap close.
It also like slows attack speed so much that you just can't. He'll like attack you 2 or 3 times by the time you get your auto attack off.
Yeah.
Oh, Destroyer. Oh boy, in a rough spot there. Gets with a really nice block into the impale. Speed's got the soul assumption, and then first blood goes to the Visage.
A mere coincidence that Destroyer went down.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. Just a coincidence and nothing more. Don't worry about it. What's important is that they ended up getting 3 bounty runes on DogChamp. Let's go.
A Talino Gangster, nice body blocks here, setting up for B9 to get in range. He does have that. Ooh, well, wait a minute.
Oh, this is the last one. An AB1 with the 2-man stun, the Ravage. Look at, he's just walking away from them now.
Yeah, it's that simple. He just walks away.
Yeah,
this has to be the weirdest looking Nyx Assassin cosmetic I've ever seen. Why does it look like he's wearing 2 different headpieces at the same time? I'm very confused. Oh well.
He's just got layers. He's like an onion.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Double King sitting pretty low on health already. Not looking great for him.
First point blood right, so no thirst healing in this lane, which is going to be really rough for him. Which I think he had to go blood right because the Zeus didn't get a point in like Q or W to like last hit creeps, so Moo's gonna take a pretty good chunk of damage there though from that blood right.
Yeah, not bad. Speed is just sitting on 3 mangoes there, so if Double King walks up the lane with like 2 little HP, he's just gonna get blasted. From the top lane, B9 trying to soak up some XP that they've Now they've brought the lane in between the tier 1 and 2 towers. This one can't bring the couriers over because of B9 here. Dude, Luna's just got no fear. All right,
He just doesn't care. He's like, yeah, whatever. I dare you try and go for my courier.
Let's try. Let me open up his last hits of 9. He's gonna start judging these people. Okay, Kits and Destroyer pretty even. You have a couple extra denies here on the Tinker though, as to be expected when you've got Laser to work with. Top lane, DNM almost drops. B9's just going for this one.
Hey, he's just gonna walk at you.
Crazy, unhinged behavior.
It's good stuff. I like this. I appreciate what Bloody 9 is doing. A tie on a gangster, 1 mana away from the Starbreaker.
He's got the Starbreaker, but he doesn't have the Celestial Hammer. That's what he wants.
He's got a stick charge, but yeah, would need to get closer. Luna now far enough away, so gonna be just fine.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nothing
B9's courier died underneath the tower. Oh, that is sad.
What did they have on it?
I don't know.
Have anything on it? Unlucky. Kid's trying to put the hurt onto a Destroyer here, but not too much is going to come of that one. All right, it looks like we're not going to have a bloodbath at the beginning of this game. We can relax. To talk about other things, Ricky.
Nice. Oh, is this where we start our podcast? Like, what are you thinking?
Absolutely.
Nice. Bottom lane, Yaren is thrown in a little bit too far forward, but of course, Heavenly Jump, pretty good at getting away from the Marcy.
Yep. Top lane is shoved all the way into the tier 1 tower. They're just going to get back here. Going to try to pull this big camp
wave is
into the wave.
huge.
Yeah, they're not going to be able to contest this pull. This is that, fortunately. As long as AB1 gets this. But he is a god. He has never missed a pull in his life. Look at the precision here. Incredible.
This is very good. B9's says
Like
hello, though, and just yoinks the wave. Nice
He'll
impale.
pay for this dearly. Look at the damage coming out here.
Oh.
The Lunar Blessing plus 14. Now they're forced to run it. Oh, but he's getting the courier.
Oh, poor little
Captain
panda.
Cuddles is down.
Captain Cuddles is down, dude.
Hit that little panda over the head with a wrench.
Pretty unhinged behavior, honestly.
Yeah, B9 is an unhinged individual. Alright, denies the waterman from Kits there. Yaren, he's gonna pay for this with his life. He realizes that Moose is in fact coming up that way because of the Observer Ward. But I think he just dies anyways.
Yeah. He's gonna try his best, do what damage he
Very
can.
unlucky.
Wait a minute. The laser? Nah, Moose grabs it. Okay.
No. At least it goes to Moose.
Yeah.
And not to Kits, who already has a killing boost. So. Wait, no, sorry. He is 2 assists.
I mean, Destroyer's actually having a great
there's-
time mid. He's chilling.
Look at that. Moose is mind flayed. He's like, okay, you saw me coming. There's going to be an observer ward up on top of this hill, but he got it wrong. He was wrong.
Sad.
Embarrassing. Yeah. I also blame Coach Panders for that one. Definitely his fault. John's gonna dodge. Moose is okay. He's gonna be able to avoid that with the rebound. So Talonliano Gangster now level 4, 2 points to the Celestial Hammer. Is this enough to start playing aggressive onto DNM and AB1?
I think you're fine just like trying to farm, to be honest. Like if you end up just farming on an offlane Dawnbreaker, your hero is like terrifying in terms of the amount of like damage it can do out in fights, but it's also a hero that just can always occupy a lane pretty safely.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think they're too worried. Double King taking a good amount of harassment here in the bottom lane.
Alright, he's gonna be just fine now. He's gonna heal himself back. In fact, he's gonna sell for himself. We get closer to the 6-minute power rune spawning, so supports are gonna start to rotate in. In fact, there's fighting right now on Kits and Destroyer. B9 and AB1 both rotating in though.
Yeah, that's a nice impale. Ooh,
he
they
can't
got
put the
Moose
laser
here as
because of
well.
that.
He's got nowhere to
Oh,
go.
sorry, he didn't have the laser. Yeah, he's just dead.
Wait a minute, Yaren. Oh, he yoinked a haste rune.
Yeah,
He's dead though. That is
dead.
Yeah, there's a lot of damage coming through from the tusk.
Oh no, it is a disaster right now for DogChamp. 5RAT, they've clearly done their research. They're about to okay, B9 beats the power cogs. Very nice. Get out of there, my man.
AB1's not done though. He's got
He
an
said this is
impale.
for Captain Cuddles.
the Walrus Punch to finish him off. Indeed, gets himself another kill. 0-5 now for 5RATFORCESTAFF. The Tusk has been looking really strong lately, man.
Yeah. He has. I've been very impressed with the Tusk gameplay. I have liked it in the mid lane more than anything else.
Yeah.
Fleas has been decent in pause 4 though.
That's true. That's true.
Right. So Destroyer not off to the best start. 2 deaths already. We hyped this guy's Tinker up. Hopefully it will.
Top lane.
For anybody not familiar with it so far.
B9 comes in.
They're just gonna lose B9.
Yeah, 3 points in the Lunar Blessing, plus 20 damage for the team now. And again, it's global, so as soon as speed hits that level 6, those familiars are gonna get a lot of damage to work with.
Wait, did they nerf this thing? They did. It used to do 35 at level 3.
Yeah, it was broken.
Yeah, I suppose it is. Did they at least give the damage back at 25? No, they don't. It just like loses its damage. That sucks. I didn't even realize when they made that 7 damage change. Oh well. At least it's better at level 1 than it was before. Alright, so mid lane Moose sitting behind Kits. I mean, you would love to be able to go for a gank onto somebody, but I just don't think you have enough burst onto the Tinker with, or sorry, onto the Tusk with the Tinker.
Correct.
Like it's just 2 magic spells you're throwing onto him. Against strength heroes, it's just not that viable.
And he's got good strength gain. One of the better ones in the game, 3.9. So he's a tanky boy. Top lane, B9 trying to run down DNM. Ends up just stealing a creep, but he's in pretty deep and needs to be careful as AB1 comes in. Nice cogs that come out. And they'll just try and farm these ones up. Whoa, bottom lane. All right. They get the Bloodseeker. And Familiars basically have double damage now.
Yep, putting in work. 25 plus 20 at the moment. What's Luna at now? Still only level 6.
I can't imagine he actually puts the 4th point Lunar Blessing. You need to go back and max out the Moonglaves now for farming.
But you have the Familiars on your team.
Yeah, but I think you have to play for your own game a little bit still. Because, like, Glaives is actually so important that you get those to max level.
Your game is your team. How about that?
I like that
Amplifying the
mentality.
damage of Tusk. He's got Walrus Punch. It's important. He's got Martial. Lunar Blessing is good, man.
They've managed to trap B9 once again in his own cogs, and Kits comes in for another Walrus Punch to get the kill. Now on a killing spree, 3-0-3. Meanwhile, bottom lane, we're going to see speed held in place. Rupture and Bloodright are there, doing what damage they can. It's going to be Destroyer who comes in with a missile to finish off the kill.
Kill these goddamn birds. Get them out of here. I'm tired of seeing them.
And look at Italiano Gangster, top net worth on this off lane Dawnbreaker. Told you, man, if you can just sustain the lane, this hero becomes really scary. He is rushing a Wraith Pact, though.
You hate to see it. Believe in yourself, everyone. You don't have to build a Wraith Pact. You can do other things with your life.
Yeah, this is like one of those games where I feel like you could probably get away with... Wow, he just got a DD rune. Nice. So you could probably get away with going for, like, the Shard Blink and just trying to, like, play really aggressive. But...
I don't know if that's true. When you have, like, a Tinker on your team who's going to be eating the majority of the farm on the map, maybe you are forced to go defensive items. I feel like the heroes on 5RAT aren't that bad at killing the Wraith Pact totem. So, like, you got Visage Birds, you got Marcy. Luna seems okay at it.
Bottom
Speaking
lane.
of Marcy.
Oh, Dawnbreaker trying to come in to save him, but it's not going to be enough. They still managed to finish off the Marcy. The question is, no way. Destroyer's online, baby. Level 9 Tinker. The Blink Dagger's here. Is 440.
That felt a lot like the Dawnbreaker's damage, to be honest with you. Yeah, she ended up doing like almost 1,300, almost as much as the Tinker.
Dude, B9 is level 4 on the Clockwork, man. He has no game. That being said, it's paid off for the Dawnbreaker, I suppose, who's almost level 9.
All right. Just you wait. B9, very literate, about to read a Tome of Knowledge. About to kill his catapult. Look at him. He's almost level 6 now. Swap that baby in there. Let's go. It's going to be time to look for some hookshot kills now.
Oh, yeah.
It's going back to killing Captain Cuddles now for B9. Not yet, though, because, you know, he's still not level 6.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Soon, though.
He's just sitting here mid, trying to get level 6, waiting for his destroyer to finish cleaning up the wave. There it is. And now we're going to see B9 start to rotate around bottom lane, though. Speed's going to get a dive there, take down Yarn with the help of Moose.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's coming down here to defend this tower. This is no man's land at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pretty deep vision as well. They're not committing to it themselves, though. I'm surprised I don't see, like, Marcy and the Visage Birds just committing super hard to take out the tier 1. Dawnbreaker ultimate is still on cooldown for a little while as well, so it wouldn't be that easy for them to respond. Mid lane, alright, they clear out the Observer Ward. Same time, Tinker's trying to come in. But
do you remember the old Visage familiars that were like super annoying to play with because they had like scaling attacks? They had like 75 damage scaling down to like 2 damage or something.
Yes, it was cool. I liked it. The concept was that their claws got dull the more attacks that they threw off of people. It started incredibly high and dropping very low. So you would burst down units and towers, and it would mix quite well with the rest of his kit. My roommate was a Visage spammer, and when they nerfed it, she quit Dota.
Do you think it's a nerf? I don't know. It's definitely a different playstyle. It's less bursty for sure. All right. Tier 1 tower on both safe lanes are going to drop now, as expected. It's kind of like how they're just playing this one out, dodging the lanes. Italiano Gangster is level 10 on the Dawnbreaker now, top of the net worth there, right with that Tinker. AB1. Not able to get in range, so they will just back away.
Yep. They clear out the Observer Ward, though. They saw them coming there. Heads up by AB1. Nice dewarding, nice dewarding.
So Luna's going towards the Dragonlance. Where are we on the Bloodseeker? He's very close to finishing up that Maelstrom. He's had a rough start to this game, but he is one of those heroes that recovers pretty dang fast once he gets the Maelstrom.
Yeah, and just plays fast in general.
Yeah.
Italiano Gangster. What, dude?
Oh,
I guess
he's 50
close.
gold from the Wraithfire.
Yeah, but Bloodseeker was trying to finish up his Maelstrom. Like, come on, man. What are you doing? All right. Wraith Pack now done on the Dawnbreaker. Wraith Pack now done on the Visage. Cool offlane builds, guys. This is awesome stuff. I hope they build a pipe next. I would love to see that.
B9's going to go ahead and smoke up, head into the enemy jungle here. See if he's going to help find... I mean, his smoke pops, but I don't think they saw him. Does get a sentry down. Unfortunately, does not find the D ward for him, so... He's just kind of hanging out, seeing if he finds anybody else. There is going to be moves here on the Marcy. Hookshot is available. He's just going to push her back with the cogs, and she kind of knows she's in some problems. Let's pop the Unleash. Hookshot does come through, and there it is. Going to be a kill going the way of the clockwork. Bottom lane, Destroyer takes down Speed, and Yarn just barely lives. The Wraithback Totem going to get cleaned up there. Do they get the Familiars, though? One more auto attack. Oh, he gets it. Ends up dying to the Chain Lightning. Very nice.
Yeah, Yarn brought himself close to it, so we would try to run the Familiars into them. Nice job, Yarn. You do have a resummon on Visage, but you're getting close to... You're level 11, almost 12. You have to resummon these Visage Birds now at level 11. Kind of sucks.
I mean, do you wait for what, level 12 potentially, or is it just not worth it?
No, you just resummon them now.
All right. Yeah,
I mean,
definitely
there's a chance that... Yeah. It just kind of sucks. There's a chance that he ends up getting his level 12, not for another 2 minutes right now anyways.
Mid lane.
AB1 tries to connect with B9. Can't do it though. AB1 now dead.
Nice play there.
Destroyer,
Hookshot does
man.
come through. They've got the Dawnbreaker to come in. The snowball is there. Italiano Gangster drops that Wraithpack Totem. Nice jump in there from the Marcy, but they're cleaning him up. You got to be careful of this Tinker on the backside. He's trying to heal way through this on the Dawnbreaker, but ends up falling. Speed. A lot of damage coming out from the Visage, and the Tinker spam is starting to add up, but the Wraithpack Totem Just keeping them all alive. A quick 2-for-1 here. You get the Dawnbreaker. Honestly, not that bad for the side of 5RATFORCESTAFF.
You actually did an excellent job at closing out that Wraithback Totem in no time at all. Speed focused that one down fast with him and his birds.
That's why I was not super big fan of him going for this game, like on the Dawnbreaker, because you just have the Visage Familiars that just destroy it super quick. Far side of the fight here, they are going to be able to get some vision. B9 trying to just chase down the Marks. I think she might just tick out to the Tinker anyway, but under 150 HP, she's going to be okay for the moment.
We'll see how long he's okay for. B9, we told you, he's a mad dog. He was clubbing down these...
Oh, he's hookshotting one, but he's too far away.
These pandas earlier. He's not going to be able to finish him off with a flare either, unfortunately. Instead, he'll use it to try and scout the cliff, but no wards up there. All right. Can we get the double king cam on? The king cam, if you would?
We've already got it up and running, my friend.
All right. Excellent. Double king farming up his BKB next.
Very nice, very nice.
A bar for a king. And then he'll be ready to fight with his team.
Oh, blink. Mid lane kit. Managed to grab the clockwork, the follow-up damage easily there. They will now get the D ward that they wanted before. And they're going to continue their attention on this mid tier 1 tower. It's not easy to push into the Dawnbreaker.
No,
you can just constantly throw the Celestial Hammer, but they have a really nice deep ward that's scouting all of this out, and there it is. The blink, the snowball, the impale to follow it up, the walrus punch as well. Dino Gangster, can he heal this one up? He does by quite a bit, and a huge laser from Destroyer. They end up finally getting the kill at the end, but Moo's in trouble, ticked down by Yarn. So much magic damage coming out from these two up on the high ground as Double King trying to fight his way through the Visage, but it's a triple kill for the Zeus. And B9's looking for more. He's got the hook shot. He finds the Luna. The cogs are there. Ultra kill for the Zeus.
He's going for the ult there. Not even necessary, but he does it for the ultra. He does it for the fans.
That is the worst possible place you could have been. Like, the fight looks so good to start off, but he gets the full Starbreaker off, heals up so much just from the lifesteal and the Luminosity.
Luminosity and the Wraithpack Totem lifesteal. Like, 3 heroes on top of him. How much damage did he take before he died? Open the death summary, please. Work. It didn't work.
It didn't work.
Anyways, he took a lot of damage there.
Yeah.
He healed off a lot of it. He got his Wraithpack Totem off, and they were so close to chain stunning him down, too.
Yeah, he healed like 300 health off of the last Starbreaker hit.
Yeah.
And then on the high ground, you just have Yarn and Tinker up there, right? Just sitting there dumping spells.
Speed ended up building a drums earlier because, you know, he wanted to be able to put in more damage, and he's now realizing the error of his ways, and he goes back to the most basic build possible, which is Wraithpack Pipe. But you need it.
Well, I'm not sure if you've noticed, but Destroyer has his Shivas now, so it's gonna start getting difficult. The farming, it will accelerate pretty much out of control on this hero once you have it.
BKB, yeah, almost done on Bloodseeker. Maybe 120 scout.
Look at B9 bottom. They're going to go for him. The Dawnbreaker can come in as well. They pulled him inside the cogs. The fortification onto the creeps. They managed to cancel the ult in from Dawnbreaker, but Tinker's here. He's just got one set of spells to finish her off,
B9?
and B9 trying to hobble away. AB1's got some space, but a jump in from Moose. They managed to get on top of the Tinker. The Walrus Punch will finish him off. The gank, absolute disaster. They get the Luna, but you get the Tinker as return.
Yeah, you cannot afford it to have your Tinker go down. It's so important to have him on the map farming and pushing out lanes. Not worth trading 1-for-1 then. Even managed to get B9 as well.
And that is the Nyx Assassin, right? That's the effect of having that hero into the Dawnbreaker.
I mean, this was such a common counter back when Dawnbreaker was being picked as 5 more often. Yeah, just like sitting on top of the Spike Carapace, you know, essentially stopping Dawnbreaker from being able to globally assist.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because the pulses of damage coming off Nyx Assassin drops a Spike Carapace, it globally interrupts Dawnbreaker's ult, is how that one works for everyone who's not familiar with it.
Bottom lane.
Get closer to the pipe.
B9, he's hungry, but there's a lot of heroes down here. And there's going to be the Impaled Nice Cogs that come out, but again, the Walrus Punch from Kits, they jump on in. They're stuck inside the Cogs, but let's just walk away now. They're playing really aggressive on the bottom side of this map here for 5RAT.
Mhm.
Mid lane. The gank train continues as Kits, AB1, and Moose constantly looking for targets.
Destroyer, I guess, now trying to farm as safe as possible. How safe is it with AB1 on the map, though?
It's always a little scary, but he is doing a good job. He's always making sure to keep defensive matrix and stuff on. And he's just using the Shivas to farm. And he just, like, the way he does it, he just barely pops into the wave and blinks away. So it's pretty safe. Nice pick off in the mid lane there onto the Zeus, of course.
I watched it happen, and I barely saw it. It happened very quickly.
Yeah. Tusk is very scary right now.
Dyer's top tower is really taking a beating.
He will get more scary once the BKB is done. All right. Destroyer coming down to the bottom lane. Is AB1 going to be able to set up on him? He's going to try. But
I got the Tinker Ward as well. You know, he's he wants to see what he can find here, but
how good is Destroyer's judgment? Is he going to blink over to where the Tinker Ward is, or is he going to sit?
He's going to stay right here by his tower for sure. He doesn't really have to go too far forward.
Yeah. AB1 decides he doesn't want to wait around either. He thinks that something's up. If the Tinker's not going forward, then he's not going to catch him. That is absolutely correct. With more allies around now, he feels more confident to walk a little bit further forward, but despite his vendetta is going to end pretty quickly, and Tinker's heading elsewhere already. So they waste a bit of time here on 5RAT.
Yeah. I feel like they're starting to farm pretty well here on the side of DogChamp. Like, Yaren's closing on his Aghanim Scepter, and Italiano Gangster almost has his BKB. So they're getting a good amount of farm on the map. And you have a hero like Tusk who doesn't farm as fast, needs to definitely kind of like find these like ganks and rotations and stuff like that. But they're doing a decent job at trying to avoid the important ones. They get the bottom tier 2 tower thanks to the Visage. Has the drums completed now after the pipe. They get the tier 1 mid as well.
Yep.
Never forget you. Radiant's middle tower.
Back off. Smoked up, Vendetta activated again. I'm not sure. I mean, ideally they connect with B9.
I mean, it would be nice to find something, but B9 is not the best hero. He is going to be able to see him.
Ideally for DogChamp they connect with
Oh,
B9.
yeah. Well, he gets the cogs down, and they're thinking about going in, but there's just no way. Sentry up onto the high ground. They will get the D ward, and that ward paid its dues for sure. Blink forward, they find the Zeus. Yaren does have that heavenly jump, but now stuck inside the shards. And with the help of moves, doesn't look like he's gonna be able to. Wait a minute, the hook shot pulls them in. There's gonna be the blood right. Do what they can, but the BKB comes out from the Marcy. She's just healing through so much of it, but there's gonna be the rupture. Jace is down, does manage to finish off one, but there's come double king. Destroyer goes in with a BKB. He just dumped into the spells, but DNM turns around the zone. Destroyer's falling low. He doesn't get the blink out, and he's gone. Little bit too aggressive there on the Tinker.
Yeah. And now showing off the strength of the Wraith Pact and the Pipe. They just can't do enough damage on these heroes anymore. There's so much damage reduction. Not to mention the BKB on the Luna.
Oh, Tusk mid. He's looking for him. Gets the Walrus Punch. Oh my gosh, the amp damage was still on.
Yeah.
I mean, Tinker went in, did so much cleave damage, but was just standing underneath Luna and Visage.
They'll make such quick work of this Roshan as well.
Yeah, Clockwork is nearby, but
dude, it's disgusting how much damage that Marcy did, actually.
Yeah. He's got a hook shot. He's gonna try.
Certainly they don't get
He
this,
goes
right?
in, the Roshan, it falls. DNM gets the Aegis, though. In comes Italiano Gangster with a BKB. Wants to try and do what damage he can, but instead he's just gonna run away. Does not want to contest these guys. And he's out.
Lose B9. It was a nice try. Not easy to pull that one off, though. And now they can try to grab Tinker up here in the top lane. He's on top of it with the Vendetta. You activate your Shivas, you die.
Oh, there it is.
You
Does he get him
die.
in the trees, though, is the question. The Impale catches. He pops the BKB, gonna TP on home. Moose, not enough
Moose.
damage.
Yeah. Maybe if he was right beside him as he moved back, it looks like he got body blocked by AB1 for half a second.
Yeah.
It would have been close.
He's on his way to a basher, too.
Kids is going to follow him down here.
Oh, gosh, the blink's out. Destroyer, very quick.
Right, so he survives 2 jumps in a row. Not bad, not bad. Give him the runaround.
I will say Moose is super farmed on this Marcy now. Nice 2-hero impale. Clockwork, he might go for the hook shot. He does. He's going to hold Nick's assassin in place for Staff to give him some space. As they will not be able to... Well, they got the blood right down as well. AB1 just caught right on the edge. The rupture's even there as well, but there's 2... Oh, in comes the Nyx. I'm sorry, the Tinker. Kits is here. He gets the blink up away, and Moose pops the BKB, trying to keep himself alive through it, but Double King just zooms on after him, able to finish him off. So a 1-for-1 trade.
AB1 is still alive as well.
Yeah. Overall, that's a pretty good fight for DogChamp. That Marcy is worth a lot at this point.
Yep. 10-second cooldown on Spike Carapace. 2-second uptime is very annoying to deal with.
Dyer's middle tower is insured. Good. Standing on his last brick.
Yeah, AB1 goes back to doing what AB1 does best.
Which is?
And following Destroyer around the map.
Yeah, yep, absolutely. Ooh. I'm not going to find him, though. We are closing out on the Hex, though, for the Tinker, which is a huge item. We've got the BKB down on Italiano. We saw that in the last fight. We've got a Basher not completed on the Bloodseeker. Now, what have we picked up on the side of 5RATFORCESTAFF? Impale, actually, onto the Dawnbreaker. He just instantly pops the BKB. Gonna try and clear the wave and TP on home, it seems. Doesn't manage to do it. Mid lane, Blink Walrus Punch. Zeus used to exist there. Oh, Italiano came in for this. He's dead. He has no BKB.
Oh, you hate to see it.
Yeah, Marcy's got Brigand's Blade Basher. This is terrifying how much damage this hero does.
You really only need BKB Basher, and you're slotted on your pause 4 Marcy. Like, you do so much damage with just these.
Brigand's Blade is also just incredibly OP on this hero.
Yeah.
She's probably the best hero in the game with Brigand's Blade.
Dude, look at her damage right now. It's plus 129 from Brave Pact and Lunar Blessing.
Yep.
She gets Sidekick, and she's plus 194. What?
It's a lot of damage.
Luna doesn't even have the talent for the extra damage yet either. That is crazy. Just a pulse where you have 2 items. You do way too much damage. And you have max attack speed with your ultimate as well. This needs to be looked at.
Oh, I mean, there's a reason she was one of the most contested heroes of TI, right?
Yeah.
Aghanim Scepter finished on speed. That's huge.
How far are we from that sheepstick? Because it cannot come soon enough right now. So the money for the Mystic Staff, but that's about it.
Quick clean up there onto the tower, and they will just disengage.
41 seconds left on the Aegis. Maybe they could try to make a play. This Aegis
Hook
is
shot.
expiring on DogChamp.
Managed to find the Tusk. He's going to instantly BKB, trying to do what he can. The Rupture is out, but he's not really getting any help here. In comes 81, moves in with the BKB and the bashes. The Unleash just trading into Double King. The big Thunder God's Wrath as Italiano is able to join the fight, but the damage from the Marcy and the Visage is just way too much. The Tinker's got to do some heavy lifting here. Yara, and he's on the run and fast, trying to take down Moose. Can he do it in time? He cannot, but Tinker, he's thinking of TPing in for this. Thinks better of it. Ends up being a 2
just lets
for 4.
herself go down there as well. I mean, the Aegis was like seconds from expiring before she went down. I think it had like 8 seconds left, something like that.
Was that close?
Yeah. She held onto her BKB the entire time as well. It didn't end up activating it. Definitely would have done way less damage to her had they popped it. The only hero that's left standing now is Destroyer. Bloodseeker just keeps melting in these fights as well. Like, the heroes that are going down aren't dropping beside the Bloodseeker, so it isn't healing them up at all.
Yeah.
It'd be so good if he could, like, if you get the Tusk a little bit faster than maybe some of these other heroes after that, but by the time he manages to get Tusk down, he's like at almost nothing.
If there's anything I learned, it's never to count out Destroyer's Tinker.
He's getting close to that sheepstick now. He's got 5,000 gold in the bank. You only end up needing like another 600 gold for it. At that point, he can start finding solo pickoffs, but AB1 has been doing a great job at following him around.
Yeah, Absolutely.
And when you have to constantly play nervous like that, I don't know if Nyx is on me or not. You take these risks every so often when you try to go for a kill or farm a creep wave, and you choose wrong. You only need to do that a couple of times, just lose the game.
Yarn does have his Aghanim Scepter completed. I think we saw that come out in the last fight. Got the Nimbus on the cliff there, or on the ramp, which was really nice. But
yeah,
I mean, I think you're right about the Bloodseeker. That's the biggest issue right now. He's just not able to stand his ground in these fights. The damage from the Visage, as well as like the Marcy and the Luna, are just way too much.
Yeah, and he's not killing anyone fast enough to like heal himself through it. Moose ends up placing some deep wards. He's hanging around that for a while as well. There'll be some Tinker wards up on the cliff over there.
Visage. Under the cover of his ult, but they drop a sentry, and he's going to be a little more afraid. Back off.
Everyone is a psycho. He like walked up to the tower and tried to activate Spike Carapace. Top lane?
They're thinking about
it.
it.
Big?
They do see him. That's the Hex reveal. The Nimbus is down. Thunder God's Wrath. The second Hex comes through. Kits needs to be a little bit careful here, as this Tinker can come back at any moment, but that is the timing that they've been looking for.
Yeah. Coming in with the global ult. B9 managed to get away. He does.
Wait a minute. Look.
Destroyer
chasing for Marcy, just gonna continue to hex him up. Speed might be able to save him with the familiars. Drops that the Wraithback totem, but snowballing over. They've caught the Tinker now. He needs to BKB and run, but he's not gonna be able to. They've got the kill. The Walrus kick sends Double King flying, and Speed's gonna try and chase after him here, and he should be able to with ease. And that is going to be a rough turn of events there for the side of DogChamp, as it looked like that was going to be a couple of sick pickoffs for them, but they lose the Tinker, they lose the Bloodseeker. All set up on the back of the Tusk.
However, they did end up being the top tier 2 tower. Talano Gangster took that one out while they were doing that. The wave is now shoved all the way to their buildings. Tinker's only dead for 60 seconds. I don't think they'll be able to push him this time. Is there no Boozer Travels? No, she doesn't.
I mean, there's no
I think they'll be able to stall this one
though.
out. But they're going for it. You're right, there is no Tinker. Bloodseeker might have to buy back, actually.
I mean,
they're just committed to this one.
They might just give up the bottom lane of Rax. Oh, AB1's caught Zeus. And with that, Yaren's going to get kicked into no man's land. Wait a minute. Is he going to be saved? Tries to TP on home. He actually makes it.
And their melee Rax is still standing. Dawnbreaker's back now.
Yeah, Dawnbreaker does a lot of damage. Nick Assassin needs to be careful. The BKB gets popped. Again, the Walrus kick to send them flying. In comes Moo, and there's going to be the bashes coming in from that Unleash. And they've even caught Yaren. Double kill for the Marcy.
And the Dawnbreaker, unfortunately, doesn't have buyback available either. Tinker is going to be back up, but you're down Zeus. Yaren is essentially going to have to buy back here. You want to be able to defend. You're going to lose all your buildings off of this one, in fact.
2 lanes of barracks, probably not the third. The Zeus is going to buy back, and Tinker spam is super annoying to go into. But yeah, great plays by 5RATFORCESTAFF.
It looked like it was going to be able to finish off that Nexus Acid there with the Dawnbreaker, but again, just severe lack of damage going for this Wraith Pact. It's been helpful at times. Like the lifesteal from it, the Vlad's component has felt useful, but the actual activation of this, like the Visage has been clearing out the Wraith Pact totem so quickly.
Yeah.
And then you just don't have damage.
Yep, I agree.
It feels like a lot of this damage is just coming out from the Tinker, man. Like,
yeah, I feel like if he just had like, I don't know, Blink or a Desolator or a Basher or something, like the Dawnbreaker might be doing more, but felt the need to go for the Wraithfire Pact, and it's kind of feeling a little bit underwhelming.
Sheepstick now picked up on the Visage. That's not good. Well, it's very good if you're a 5RATFORCESTAFF fan right now. Look how quickly this Roche is dropping, man.
Yeah, they smoked up. They know that this is happening, but can they actually get in there to do anything? AB1 just putting himself right in front of him. The hook shot does come through, but it gets blocked once again. The Aegis on the ground. The Rupture will catch Moose. Double King just trying to run, but never even gets a chance. Absolutely destroyed. Marcy is just way too good of a hero.
That hero, yeah, did 2,000 damage incredibly quickly. Does he have a third item yet? No. He's got a blink there. That does no damage. You have Basher, BKB. This is all you need on the hero.
She did 2,000 damage to the Bloodseeker in about
Now you have an Abyssal
3
Blade.
seconds.
Okay. Everyone is going to be like a Tinker in this fight. He is the most popular man in the world.
Yeah. The question is, can they do anything to stop this? Doesn't look like it.
Dagger, Abyssal. Yeah, they can't do anything. I mean, even if Tinker walks any further forward than he is right now, then he gets his blinked on and killed.
Yeah. Exactly.
Now they have to deal with all the waves being pushed in. I mean, Mega Creeps are going to spawn with this next one here. It's only a matter of time, I feel. Their backs are against the wall, and they do have the heroes to be able to defend from Mega Creeps, but they haven't been able to take a fight outside their base in a long time.
Absolutely. Yeah, Tinker doesn't have like the damage anymore at this point to cut Mega Creep waves. Snowball in. B9, he's in far. Gets the Walrus kick thanks to the bonus cast range. Sends B9 flying, but the Walrus totem across the line. He's going to be fine. You end up losing the Tusk.
They're just forced to resummon his birds. Destroyer's coming, but
He is hooked shot on the backside. Who's he caught? It's going to be the Marcy. That's one kill. AV1 comes in on the next assassin. Hex does come through. Destroyer is not satisfied. He wants more. They get the Hex. They've caught the Luna up onto the high ground. That's going to be her first death. She's coming back a second time, but...
Oh, no. They're all stuck.
Oh, the Hex reveal from Speed, though. Scott Destroyer pops his BKB, a counter Hex of his own. DNM trying to stand his ground up onto the high ground, but DNM, he's out of mana. On Destroyer, he's going to try and just leave. DNM down to low ground, pops the Satanic, trying to heal this one up. He gets bashed up once again, but Destroyer is back. There's the Hex. DogChamp down, but not out. Showing some signs of life here as they have somehow managed to clear all 5 members of 5RATFORCESTAFF.
Italiano Gangster is forced to get back. These tier 4 towers are taking damage for the Mega Creeps right now. They managed to get them, but all their waves are pushed in. Their backs are against the wall. Maybe if you had a couple more buildings, you may be able to turn this into something, but I think all they managed to do, despite that wipe, is hold.
Yeah, this is kind of just our base isn't dead yet moment, it feels like, right?
Yeah, I mean, DogChamp, they're not going to give up. Like I said, they have the heroes to be able to defend Mega Creeps. They got Mjolnir Bloodseeker. They have a Dawnbreaker. There's the way very quick with Starbreaker, but...
Yeah, Destroyer goes through like half his mana just to clear a wave.
Yeah. You get a couple heroes one at a time. 5RAT come at you a little bit unorganized. They come at you inside your base. The fight is on DogChamp's terms, and that's where you fall apart. Like we mentioned, it's only a matter of time. If the game goes ultra late, yeah, sure. I think DogChamp will be fine, but how late is ultra late? 60 minutes?
I mean, the problem is you don't have any exposed barracks on the side of 5RATFORCESTAFF, so it's never going to be easy. You have to deal with the first fort and then, of course, the second fort. So it's just going to be a lot of time.
All the players on DogChamp are just buying out. Like, they're not saving for buyback right now, both the Bloodseeker and the Tinker. That's crazy. They know if they lose like a single fight, they've already lost the game, so they're just gonna work towards their next items instead. Double King is going for an Eye of Scotty. I mean, that'll help you fight into this Luna when she pops her Satanic, which is something you're gonna have to do. She's not gonna be able to run away from you, because she'll be too slow, and her healing will be reduced. In the rare situation, you have to fight into her. So it's a logic behind the Eye of Scotty coming out on Double King.
All right.
How did it come to this? Brother fighting brother.
I mean, it's a dark timeline indeed. Level 25 on the Visage now, so has that third familiar. Tinker picks up his level 25, so the Heat-Seeking Missile mini-stun. Super annoying to deal with. Dude, this Visage is so farmed.
And if you want to learn to be farmed like him, you can go to GameLeap.com and check out Speed Gaming.
I mean, the thing that's so... It feels so good playing Visage when you have a Luna on your team, because you literally just run around with a double damage.
All right, yeah. Double damage rune, exactly.
Yeah, yeah. half the game, you just get to play with the DD. It's nuts. Oh, they get the courier. Nice.
You're definitely gonna go the lunar blessing damage at 25, right?
Probably this game, I would say. Yeah, Eclipse mini stun is kind of meh if you're not going for the Aghanim Scepter, and I think the lunar blessing damage bonus 35 is pretty nuts.
And you don't need to go for the Aghanim Scepter. You just wait for 10th Roche.
Bottom lane, blink Abyssal Blade from Moose. Bloodseeker chain stunned up, and goodbye. That is 90 seconds without your Bloodseeker.
Sometimes unlucky, as they say.
Destroyer trying to clear the bottom wave now. You can't
It'd be
even
nice
do
if he
it.
had buyback, but he does not. Do they feel confident enough to try to force this Bloodseeker's buyback, not knowing whether or not he has it, by the way? They seem hesitant after last time. It seems like DogChamp did do some psychic damage to them in the previous team fight.
I mean,
you have to be careful.
I-
It's the Tinker you're concerned about, right? Like he's doing a massive amount of damage in these fights.
It's the Tinker and the Zeus. The two of them just do a ton of damage. So they have to be very careful to not overextend. And there's going to be the missile spam. Of course, the Zeus damage as well. It's a lot.
Interrupts, yeah. And if the Chain Lightning managed to clip the backside
Oh,
of the fight...
they've kicked in the Dawnbreaker. The Hex is there as well. The hookshot comes through. Down Gangster pops the BKB, trying to heal his way through this, but there's just too much damage. Pushes them away for the moment. The Celestial Hammer up to the high ground. Quick moves, but moves. He doesn't get him. Back into the base. Italiano Gangster is alive.
Oh my god, how does he pull that one off?
That was slick.
Yeah, Dawnbreaker ended up, Luminosity ended up proccing on that crit hit, otherwise he goes down. Knocks him back with the Havoc Hammer.
Kids tries to go in for the play once again, but he's just got to kick
him back
Bloody
in the
Nine.
snowball.
Stuck inside the Nimbus, though. You've lost the Tusk, a 1-for-1 trade. On the retreat, AB1's been caught by the Rupture, and there's going to be a Dawnbreaker to help execute. Yarn will finish it up, and somehow 5RATFORCESTAFF cannot break the high ground. Well, I mean, they've broken the high ground. They can't end the game.
Defense of the Ancient is the name of the game. 5RATFORCESTAFF. I mean, they really want to close this one out. Revenge for their game in the 2-1 series that DogChamp ended up taking over them earlier, but made out of strong stuff on DogChamp. They're not giving this one up. They're not willing to risk RCY's Tinker win rate.
That is true. I mean, they're smoked up here on the side of DogChamp. Finding a kill would be huge. They're currently sitting bottom underneath this ward, looking for the Tinker, hoping he's going to show up. Yaren does get the D ward. Tinker TPing on over to B9. They saw the Luna for just a moment. There's the... Oh, no, he blocks the hook shot! Destroyer has to be careful. They do have him after this BKB is expiring, and there's going to be the Hex Moose thinking if you can come in to try and help him, but it's not going to look like it. DNM goes down. A ward that has been there for so long.
Yeah, just about to expire as well. That would have been even worse had they connected that hook shot there, but unfortunately his time is just slightly up on B9 and hitting the Tinker instead.
He's going to get the outpost and needs to be a little bit careful the backside of the fight. They do get the Hex. They've got the Dawnbreaker. Double King thinking of being able to come in, but
no mana.
She is just super dead. Bloodseeker. Just, Marcy's out healing the Rupture damage, just chain bashing down the Bloodseeker. And Destroyer now has to run. He will be able to make it on out. Yeah, he will.
You know the worst part about this? The Marcy still doesn't have like another item. Like you've upgraded the Basher
Wait,
to
they caught the Clockwork.
Oh.
I literally don't know how.
Where did they find him? Oh.
Was it a Spike Carapace?
There's a Spike Carapace onto a flare, I think.
Was it a Cog? No, it had to be Cogs. It had to be Cogs. Give me the death summary.
But yeah, it was Spike Carapace onto Cogs.
Oh my god, what a slick play.
Yeah, 206 magic damage they took from the Spike Carapace. That had to have been Cogs, not Rocket Flare. Alright, well they're stuck in their base now, so Aegis, Cheese, and Refresher Shard are all going to go to the way of 5RAT. And they've lost their Ancient now. Oh, sorry, they're at tier 4. Their Ancient is still standing. Catapults are working it down right now, though.
Yeah, they are indeed. They're just going to go ahead and take down the third Roshan. Aegis Cheese and Refresher Shard now available. Moo's basically the carry at this point. He's going to get the Refresher. Aegis for DNM.
Yeah, anyway, like I was saying, Moose doesn't even have like a third item yet. Like, I see the Basher and BKB is all you need on the Marcy. He's upgraded to a Blink Dagger to be able to get on top of targets quicker. He's turned the Basher into an Abyssal Blade, which really doesn't give you any more damage.
No, it's just Blink Abyssal is all it is.
Yeah. Really, it's still just Basher BKB here at like 47 minutes into the game, and you're just destroying this Bloodseeker.
He does have the Penta Edge
Did
sword,
Bloodseeker's courier die twice in a row?
Oh, Moose goes in, but gets caught by the Rupture, and a nice hookshot there to break him up, but they've managed to catch Yarn. He's going to get pulled in. Down Ganks are going to try and save with the Celestial Hammer, but can Yarn survive? He does not. He does have the buyback, though. They've lost two. Both supports down, but Speed's focusing the throne here on this Visage. Going to put himself under, loses Familiars. Wraithback Totem going to get cleaned up, and Speed right on out into the Nimbus, as well as the Hex. They will clean up this Visage. The buyback for the Marcy.
Losing Double King at the same time. He gets singled out by the Tusk and the Luna. So that's the cost for getting Speed.
Yeah. Dawnbreaker now level 25, so double Starbreaker charges. Who else? Do we have any other level 25s yet? Tusk and Luna hit theirs. So Luna did go the Lunar Blessing, and Tusk has the Snowball cooldown. Dude, Snowball cooldown on this hero is ridiculous once you get it.
4.6 second cooldown, thanks to Spell Prism as well.
Yeah, he has Spell
Very
Prism
cool.
and Octarine Core. So 6-second cooldown on Snowball and 12-second cooldown on Ice Shards. And then you have, what, 8-second cooldown Punch. It's nuts how much you can just spam spells. They are holding on just a sliver of HP to the throne. 50 minutes into this game. 6K gold lead, about 7K now, but...
Yeah, still Fortify available, but that's it. You think if Luna and Tusk were focusing on the throne instead of getting back and dealing with the Bloodseeker, the game would be over right now?
Oh, they had Fort. They never popped it. So I don't know. I don't think so. They might have been able to get the fortification, though.
Yeah.
I'm curious what you think. Yarn is closing on 25 here for Zeus. Do you think the AoE Lightning Bolt or the Arc Lightning damage is like the way to go?
AoE Lightning Bolt. That thing is sick, nasty.
It feels so good, right?
Yeah. It's just like a 325 AoE stun. Lasts like a second. There's a 4-second cooldown thanks to the Quickening Charm.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It is incredibly sick.
All right. Refresher almost finished up on the Tinker. He's got buyback available, but has to hold for that. It's very expensive. Bloodseeker is 40 gold short of his buyback. Oh, they go in. They found Yarn. Once again, there's going to be the Impale to follow. The hookshot does come through. The Force Staff trying to save the Zeus. Can Yarn actually get away? For the moment, he's surviving. It's the backside of the fight you got to be careful about. They're trying to focus the throne, but they've gone ahead. They popped the fortification. Moose just healing through it all, but they've lost the Tinker. He's going to buy back into the game. Speed needs to be careful. Kids, Walrus Punch throwing a Title Gangster into this fight, but he's just so tanky. He's got so much damage from these Starbreakers. They got to clean up these Familiars. They do. AB1 comes in, catches the Nimbus. The Chain Suns are there. They've got the Luna. The Hex comes out. Destroyer's still alive. Blinking back and forth in the fight. They take down Kitsa as well. 4 dead for the side of 5RATFORCESTAFF. They have held once again. Unbelievable, man.
For it now. How do they do it again and again? They're not going to have the Fortify next time, though. I'm not sure they're going to be able to defend another time. But 5RAT have to be incredibly nervous after that one. You get the kill off on the Tinker, but if you buy back there and commit too hard, you could have just lost the game off of that.
30 minutes later, DogChamp have finally taken the gold lead back.
You see B9? Hold on. Look at...
Oh, no. Yeah, this is a bug, currently. Oh, no. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dota 2. This is peak Dota. Oh, God. It's actually really obnoxious to play around. especially
This is
when you
actually what it's like playing
Double King's
Dota
gonna
in
get kicked
Canada.
into the enemy base. He doesn't have BKB for 9 seconds. The Hex is out there from Speed, trying to be saved by Tidal. There's gonna be the Hex, the
they
counter.
kill
Double
somebody
King
to
trying to
keep
keep
him
himself alive. He's somehow surviving. The heal from the Familiars is there, but they've kicked in Destroyer. He's got that kick coming up here very soon. He just can continue dodging out the damage here on the Tusk. It's out of Gangster with the bash. They've kicked Destroyer even further. He's got a Hex, but he's gonna go down. That's gonna be his dieback.
120 seconds without him. I don't know how they defend like this.
Atano Gangster's
Because the
got to
Tusk
finish off the Tusk. Can they do it? He barely survives, but the Nimbus is gonna do it. Atano Gangster, he falls as well. Clockwork's gonna buy back.
They find one. They get just the Tusk. He is important to their team fight, but I don't think he's important as the Tinker. They're gonna try to close this one out right now. There's a double damager in the river. Oh my god, when you need it, Ice Frog delivers. They're gonna scout this one out. I don't know how they defend against a double damager on the Luna.
I don't know
And she
how
finishes
you.
up the data list as well.
Yeah, I don't know how you fight without the Tinker. I think you need to have the Tinker.
Oh
There is no
my.
buyback on any hero. Speed is the closest, plus the Bloodseeker, just a little over 100 gold away.
He got the bottle as well. He's gonna activate as soon as he gets into the base. This is it. DogChamp's last stand. You kill Luna here, you win.
I just
Are
can't.
they gonna wait for the BKB?
Sorry, I'm just laughing at B9. He's stuck in a purgatory right now.
Oh no.
Oh,
Yeah, they're gonna
man.
wait for the BKB on Luna. They're threading the needle here. They're gonna have like a 40-second window to end the game where Tinker is dead, your BKB is online.
Fortification's down for another minute and 50 seconds as well.
Yeah. You gotta make this one happen. BKB is back up. You have 35 seconds starting now to close this game out. They're flying in. They got vision thanks to the sentries.
He's got the Rocket Flare True Sight as well, so pretty good. Hookshot comes in.
the
They've
kill-
caught the Luna. Can they burst him down? Tidal goes in. DNM gets the Satanic off with the DD, just doing so much, but it's the throne. It's exposed. Speed
Yeah,
and
Moose
Moose
goes
bring it
straight
on
for
down.
it.
They've finally done it. Oh my god. What a game.
The rivalry between the Kosios is
Holy
it's
shit.
a long one. Miss me with that Sumail Yawar rivalry, man. This is the real shit. 5RATFORCESTAFF, they managed to close out the game, but DogChamp, they give them a hell of a fight.
Dude, this
Oh,
was
man.
absolutely nuts.
Yep. I mean, all these counters to the Tinker, and they just barely managed to get him at the end. They got a little bit greedy on DogChamp. They had to go for it eventually there, though. And the fight had gone slightly more your way inside the enemy team's base. You would have come back from Mega Creeps. It is impressive that they held it out this long. So kudos to DogChamp for that. But 5RATFORCESTAFF looking strong. Finally managed to get a W against DogChamp here. And well deserved, man. This was not an easy win.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, this was intense to say the least. But yeah, they've got to feel really good getting that win. That would have been a tragic one to lose, and it kind of destroys your mental going into game 2 if you happen to just, drop that game. But they're gonna be feeling pretty good. And we're going to be going to a short break. We'll be back with our final game of the night. It's game 2 of 5RATFORCESTAFF and DogChamp. I can only hope it's as good as the first one. So we'll see y'all in just a bit.